Hey everybody, it's me, Ashley Brooke. I wanted to come on here and everybody always asking me like, how do you deal with like your autism? How do you deal with your autism while being a mom to autistic kids? And I'm just like, what? It's so offensive when they say that. Please stop telling me that. I'll share with you how my life is different when before I was a mom, and how it's different now that I am, that I am a mom. And I've never had a neurotypical child, so I can't tell you. I feel like me and my kids just fit each other just right. So I'm going to tell you what my life was like before I had children. A lot of people, they say, oh, it would be easier maybe because you're autistic too, and I understand, yeah, but I still have some sensory issues that maybe trigger their sensory issues, like my way of stimming can maybe bother them, or their way of stimming can bother me because I have issues with sound stimulation and they're children, so of course they make sounds. When I first started being a mom, when I first had, Ozzy wasn't very, he just laughed and stuff, and it didn't make me nervous. Izzy, on the other hand, she cried a lot. She's a female. She's very, needy and wanting, reassurance and affection and stuff like that. So that was a little bit different. It really made me better, I think. Made me be able to it took a little minute though, honestly, but I still think that all of that, even though it's challenging sometimes, my kids are freaking awesome, and totally worth it. And I really think that it's besides that, there's another aspect of it, me being autistic, and I grew up very abused and very discriminated against. I ran away at 12. And I was nonverbal until I was 7 and stopped talking again from 10 to 11 because I couldn't handle people's cruelty. So that's what I feel like. That's why I stopped talking again. But anyways, being that I was so badly discriminated against and, mistreated for being different, I feel like it made me high mask. For the needs for survival, I had to high mask. And when I would, be myself, or if I talk weird, sometimes people would be like, oh, you're talking weird. You keep talking like you're asking a question. And I have to over-pronunciate just to get the words out right. Otherwise, some people have said I talk like the Joker. So, I had a lot of people's comments that was just they thought that they were just being observant and trying to be helpful, but it was very uncomfortable, and people are commenting on how I'm talking. So, for a while, I learned to be, I had learned out of survival to be, put on this high mask of, being really, I kind of shut a part of myself off, the emotional part, I guess you can say. I tried to shut that off because it was very hurtful dealing with all the mean people. And I began to high mask to where I was able to, get jobs done and stuff like that, but I didn't want to talk to people about their personal lives, or, I was very, I guess more like a robot, I would guess you would say. But I feel like that's why it's so much better to be a mom, be autistic and be a mom, is that with my kids, I'm able to finally be myself, if that makes any sense. Before I had kids, I didn't have any family support that, loved me, and I can be myself. And there's lots of behaviors about myself that a lot of people don't know because I've sort of been pushed into feeling that I have to hide myself. But I'm very like childlike, like things that you would notice that I had to stop doing before I had kids. Now I get to do them because I have kids, so it's great. But say I went to like a barbecue or at a park or someone, I go to a park with somebody and their kids or whatever. Um, I didn't notice that I was doing it, but I would run straight to start playing. I was like 24, 25, and um, my friends were like, "What the heck? You're like a child." And I was like, "Wait, what?" They didn't know I was autistic. I didn't tell them. They just thought that I was just like weird or eccentric or whatever. But like, you know, um, or wherever I'd go and there was trees, I'd start climbing trees and just doing like things that seemed weird to people. And now that I have kids, you know, I can go play at the park now. That's my excuse. And I get to, if I want to climb a tree, my son's there, like, no one's thinking anything. They just think I'm being a cool mom. So, I like that part. I like that part about being a mom. I got to be my weird self and, like, nobody, like, judged me too, actually. I definitely feel, too, that, I feel like before I had kids, I had to be more mean. Like, in, when dealing with the rest of the world. I felt like maybe I was just kind of frightened and like defensive and protective of myself because I had went through so much trauma. I think like maybe that might be it. Like maybe I was just really like defensive and like, protective of afraid that maybe somebody might hurt me or be mean to me. But now that I have kids, I had to learn how to teach them to be, proud to be autistic and not hide it. And I used to hide my autism a lot from everybody. I tried my best to, And back in the day, I'd rather if people thought that I was mean than to know that I was autistic. And that is so emotionally abusive to myself. I realize this now. I like being autistic today. And my kids are pretty cool too. So, life was different. I would say that I'm finally living now that I have kids, especially having kids that are on the spectrum, because it allowed me to like really embrace and like, really be proud of my own. Like I love my kids so much, and I see them; they're so awesome. And I'm just like, wait, why am I feeling bad about being autistic? Like what? Like that's not even correct. That's just what society has brainwashed me to think and bullied me into being ashamed of being different. And I'll take no more of that. It's really weird and stupid because a lot of autistic people are very highly intelligent, and I don't know why people keep trying to label us stupid. It's crazy. I think neurotypicals are just afraid of what's different because they don't understand it, and it makes them feel inadequate. I feel like that might be why they're so resistant to us. Oh, I have my alarm going off. Hey, you guys, I gotta get going because that's my alarm. I have to get ready for Izzy's class right now. But yeah, I wanted to share that with you guys real fast. People, like, how do I deal with it? That was a question that they asked me earlier. How do I deal with it? I enjoy life. I love my kids, and it's awesome. That's not something that I'm dealing with. I'm enjoying. I have the opportunity to be myself for once in my life. I have the opportunity to have my children there that love me unconditionally. It's a beautiful thing, really. It's nothing to deal with. It's something I get to enjoy. So I hope that answers your guys' questions on that topic. Okay, I gotta go. Bye.